Idi Amin Dada, 1925–2003, was a Ugandan military officer and politician who served as the president of Uganda from 1971 to 1979. His rule is remembered as one of the most brutal and repressive in African history. Here's a summary of his life and reign. Early life and rise to power. Birth. Born in Koboko, Uganda, Idi Amin had little formal education and joined the British colonial army, King's African Rifles, in 1946. Military career. He rose through the ranks due to his physical strength, loyalty, and charisma, becoming a lieutenant colonel and later the commander of the Ugandan army. Coup. Amin seized power in a military coup on January 25, 1971, overthrowing President Milton Obote while Obote was attending a Commonwealth meeting. His regime, 1971–1979. Policies. Initially welcomed for promising reforms, Amin quickly turned authoritarian. He expelled Asians, mainly Indians, from Uganda in 1972, redistributing their businesses to Ugandans, which destabilized the economy. Brutality. Amin's regime was marked by widespread human rights abuses, political repression, extrajudicial killings, and ethnic persecution. An estimated 100,000 to 500,000 people were killed under his rule. International relations. He aligned with the Soviet Union and Libya, but maintained erratic relationships with many nations. He declared himself conqueror of the British Empire and bestowed upon himself numerous titles. Fall from power. Conflict with Tanzania. In 1978, Amin invaded Tanzania, leading to the Uganda-Tanzania War. Tanzanian forces, along with Ugandan exiles, defeated Amin's forces in 1979. Exile. Amin fled Uganda, living in exile in Saudi Arabia until his death in 2003. Legacy. Idi Amin is widely regarded as a symbol of despotism and tyranny. His regime devastated Uganda's economy and social fabric, effects of which lingered for decades. However, he remains a controversial figure, with some Ugandans viewing him as a nationalist who challenged colonial legacies. Idi Amin died on August 16, 2003, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, where he had lived in exile since his overthrow in 1979. His death was caused by multiple organ failure, following prolonged health issues that included kidney problems and high blood pressure. Amin was reportedly hospitalized for several weeks before his death. Despite his notoriety as one of the most brutal dictators in history, he spent his final years in relative obscurity under the protection of the Saudi government, which provided him and his family asylum. Ugandan authorities at the time showed no interest in bringing him back for trial, likely due to concerns about political unrest. He was buried in Saudi Arabia without significant fanfare, and his death marked the end of a dark chapter in Uganda's history.